Alright, so here we go. So this is going to be the budget Maneater comp with a Skullcrusher. And a lot of people are saying Skullcrusher doesn't work in this comp. It does work in the comp. There are things you got to do to make it work that I can show elsewhere. But I'm going to show you the turn meter. So that's what we're going to, or turn order. I'm sorry, not turn meter, turn order. So that's what we're going to go through right here. And it's pretty simple turn order. I'm going to let this run. So take it out of auto, obviously. So you're going to want to start with the unkillable first. Then you're going to do the reduce cooldown by Painkeeper next. Okay, so go ahead and run that skill. So bring that up. Clan boss goes. Now for turn 2, it doesn't matter what you do. So you want to start throwing some poisons up. Oh, it didn't work. So you're going to save Skullcrusher's counter for before the stun. That's how he's going to eat the stun the whole time and make that work. So there's that. And then throw, doesn't matter. There's no weaken or defense down, so it doesn't matter what he does. You're going to save the heal to right before the stun also. So we're just going to A1 with Painkeeper. There it goes. Alright, so now here's the important round. So you're going to A1. Why aren't we throwing poisons up? Alright, A1 with him because it doesn't matter. Now you're going to throw up that counter. It's going to give everybody counter, and he's going to have unkillable on himself. Your slow champ, which happens to be Septimus, also has that unkillable, but that doesn't matter. Alright, now you're going to do the heal, this one right here, with Painkeeper. Throw that heal up, throw up any attack with him. Skullcrusher gets stunned. Skullcrusher will get stunned the rest of the time. You're going to find that out. So, let's go ahead and throw up some more poisons. Let's throw that up. That. Matter of fact, we're just going to hit auto because we don't need to do any of this. So let's just hit auto and let it run. So what you're going to see is around turn 5 and 6, I think Painkeeper is going to come out of the unkillable. But after that, he is going to sink, the team is going to sink, and is going to run the rest of the time that way. And I believe you're going to see it right here in a second. So Painkeeper is not unkillable right here. It's going to take damage, which as unkillable you do take damage, so that doesn't matter. You just got to be able to survive turn 5 and 6. You're going to see that in a minute. Skullcrusher will get stunned again. Bam. No big deal. And the reason this works, and people will say Skullcrusher doesn't work, the reason Skullcrusher works is because nobody's getting a counter from Skullcrusher. All those Skullcrushers are getting, all those counters are getting eaten up by turns. So Painkeeper is not getting extra turn meter, which is where people keep saying that, oh, you can't use a counter champ with Painkeeper because she gets extra 10% turn meter, and that screws the comp up. But if you watch what happens, when Skullcrusher throws it up, Painkeeper goes after Skullcrusher, and then Maneater goes after Skullcrusher, right? So here goes Painkeeper, burns one of them. Skullcrusher, you know, he gets done. And then Painkeeper's going to go again and not have a counter when the unkillable goes up. So there's no counter up. So she actually never gets a counter turn. The only thing Skullcrusher does is it makes it easier to direct the stun and to eat the stun the whole time, because now you don't have to worry about the HP of your slow champ and doing all these crazy things to make it work. You just got to put Skullcrusher in there, have him eat the stun, and you're done. And it'll run like this the rest of the time, and Skullcrusher is going to get stunned the rest of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run. But that's why Skullcrusher works. And a lot of people sit here and say, oh no, it won't work because this, that, you know, she's going to get extra turns. Obviously, as you can see, she doesn't get any extra turns. She doesn't get any extra counters. You know, and then you get Skullcrusher to eat that. Now, if you don't have a Skullcrusher, yes, you got to make your your slow champ eat the stun every time. And that takes a lot more tuning to make that happen. So, that said, I'm going to let this run so he can actually get credit for the key, and I'm going to stop this.